Hey YouTube, Electric Adventures here with my monthly channel update for the month of August 2014. Very busy month, family and personal life, but there was Father's Day. My second eldest daughter turned 18 as well. Just busy, and at like this present moment in time, wife and a couple of the, well, 3 of the girls are off at a dancing in Stedford. So I'm here with the lit list here, and she's playing one of the games that I'm going to show in my other pickups. So going on the other pickups, I'll do Father's Day first. Girls always buy me some quite interesting stuff. Well, actually from my wife, I didn't get the t-shirts out, but I've got a couple of t-shirts, but they gave me, this is the box for it, a Game of Thrones cup, Fire and Blood. It's actually clean. And from second eldest daughter, the one that turned 18, she got me this Pac-Man cup, which is here. I've been using it today. It's empty at the moment, but it's had both tea and coffee in it, so mugs are always cool, and nice box to go on the shelf. Also from my wife, she bought me Game of Thrones playing cards. I haven't opened them up and used them yet, and a Game of Thrones t-shirt, so I didn't bring that out. Also from the second eldest daughter, she bought me this little, mainly so she could, she bought a couple of packets because she was trying to get the special figure here, this golden one here. It's like a golden Spider-Man, which she actually did then do, and she gave me this one because she did them by feel, and she was sure what she knew what this one, and this is a little Thor. So just a little curiosity. She likes the little minifigures. And whilst she was buying that, I was looking through the special bin, and I found this. I think it was $10, and I had it in my hand, and she said, "Oh, I'll buy that for you." So, Project Selfie. Don't often get Xbox 360 games. It's a 3D space fighting sort of game. It's still actually quite bright here at the moment. There we go. It's good fun. It's quite hard. Starts out really easy, but then gets hard quite fast. It's a lot like that Battlestar Galactica first-person space shooting game, and it's a bit of fun. Gets a bit sameish, and sometimes you're trying to figure out what in the world is going on. Now, also, I got a gift voucher from my eldest daughter. And there was a sale at EB Games, so I got a few games, and they had some very, very decent markdowns. I think this might have been the more expensive game, but it still wasn't very much. So I've got another Vita game, even though I'm behind on playing a few, but come on, behave. Batman Arkham Blackgate. So another one in the Batman series. One looks quite interesting. Now some PS3 games, and this was very cheap indeed. And I've played the other one. So Aliens Colonial Marines. A lot of people say it's not very good, probably because the I don't think the single player campaign's that big. But for that, I've been waiting for it to get marked right down before I buy it, because I still like Aliens games, and I'd still like to play it. So why not? So these are all second hand, by the way, so they're not new. Oh, except the Vita game was a new one. So I mean, they're all. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just had a few stickers on it, so I've removed most of the stickers. And next game is a game I haven't actually played the first one in the series. I think the first one only came out on PC. I don't know whether it's come out on the PS3, but it's Crisis 2. I mean, I don't mind first-person shooter games. It's good to play, so I'm looking forward to giving that one a go. And that one's, everything seems to be there. And I mean, it says limited edition, but that's probably download stuff and the codes are probably used. Now, another game that I actually have been looking forward to play, but it's always been that little bit too dear, so it was good to find this in the you know, the pre-owned specials as well. So it's Star Trek. I'm actually almost at the end of Dead Space 2, and before going on to playing Dead Space 3 I want to play another couple of games, so I'm probably actually going to play this next because I really want to give this a go. That's actually sounds like a really good game, and it's all complete, nothing wrong with them, it's good. I always check them. And I was actually going to buy this game new because you can actually get it for like $19 new in some of the stores, and especially with my littlest daughter home alone by herself, and she's got to, you know, amuse herself during the day while I'm working, and I felt sorry for her. So I was going to buy it new for $19, but then looking through the same special bin, I found a copy for $8, and it's Minecraft. And for the last 2 nights I've been playing this with her. She's actually created quite a little bit, quite a world. It actually works better than I expected. I've played the PC version heaps, and this is a pretty decent. There's nothing wrong with the menu or anything. Obviously the disc is not there. It is being played right now by my youngest daughter. It actually works better than I expected, and the split screen, we've got it split vertically. She's had a lot of fun playing that with the controller. It's easy to use, plus rather than the computer you're not sitting so close to the screen, so I feel a little better with her using it that way. So I've had a little bit of fun. I'm not sure I'll actually play it by myself in that form. I probably prefer the PC version, which I haven't actually played for a little while, so something I've been meaning to do, but I've just been a bit too busy. One more pickup. Actually, I ordered this quite a while ago. It only arrived the other day, so I've only had a real quick go at it, but it's really good. And it's for the PSP, and it's the Soldier collection. So you've got Superstar Soldier, Final Soldier, Soldier Blade, which I don't own on the PC Engine, and Star Proteus, I think it is. I don't own that on the PC Engine either. Plus you have Boss Rush mode for all of the games, and a couple other modes. This is obviously the Japanese version, not the Western version. Perfectly playable. You have to learn a little bit of kanji to navigate through the menus. It is currently in my PSP. There's nothing wrong with it. It was basically a new copy, so it didn't look second hand at all. So actually quite a few pickups. I didn't actually think there were going to be as many, because there hadn't been that many sales, but I'd actually forgotten about that gift voucher for my daughter, and was surprised when they had such a good sale on. So other than that, probably would have just been the PSP collection and the other game my daughter bought me. So and I have been playing a few more PS3 games this month, because I finished Wolfenstein and started Dead Space 2, and I've almost finished it, so making some more progress on those sort of things. Alright, the next part of the video, I thought I'd do a video response. I can never say his name properly. It's CojonesDeloro, and he asked a question recently, and I'll link to his original video down below if you want to do a video response as well. And he wanted to know the one game in my collection that gives me the most nostalgic feeling. Now, there's probably lots of games that can answer this question, and I thought I'd go back to the computers to limit it. Otherwise, I'd probably pick, you know, one of the consoles like Atari and Television or ColecoVision, and it was a bit hard to choose. So I thought I'd limit it to the computers. So obviously that then puts it back to the MSX. Still, there's lots of MSX games that I really love, but I'm going to, in the end, I thought about it and I said this is the first one that popped into my mind, so I'm going to pick The Goonies. And it was just a game that had that little bit more complexity, wonderful colourful graphics, great music, a bit of a puzzle element, and when I thought, you know, how good games were. What I'll do, as he requested a bit of gameplay, so rather than a screen hanging up over my shoulder, we'll go and have a quick look at this game, and I'll show you what I like about it. So here's Goonies, which is a game for the MSX that just so impressed at what the machine could do back in the day. It's Konami, being able to really put together a game and really use the machine's abilities. There we go, get the skeleton there. And it's a you know, a multi-screen platform game. Has the music playing away in the background there, which I'll probably have to mask, so I'll give you a short snippet. And it just you know, gelled together. That you know, that the MSX could. Whoops! Oh, hold on. Oh, I keep on pressing the second button to jump. So the idea is you've got to rescue the children. Oh, remembered to actually press up rather than try and press the second button this time. Oops, not really paying much attention here. And it's actually for a game like this, it's actually quite a big game. You know, there's a lot to it. And it's colourful. There we go, managed to rescue two. It's doing pretty good for me. Now, the thing I like about it is that, you know, you've got the normal parts of the maze, and then you have the secondary parts of the maze where you go into it and the music changes. You know, so it's just that extra polish. I don't think I've got a key at the moment. Oh. There we go. I've got to collect. Oh, didn't mean to hit him. And then I did that. And yeah, you basically only get one life, but you can collect various potions to improve your chances and things like that. So, just one of those games that really struck a chord. It was a tight tie between this one and another one called Antarctic Adventure, which I also do have. But this was the first one I thought of, so I picked this one. So, there we go. Hope that's answered the question. Okay, now on to other things. I've been partaking in a few high score challenges. There's a Facebook group called the YouTube High Score Challenge people, and they've been every week they select an arcade game, and they went through a spate of a couple of Neo Geo ones, so I've been playing those. I haven't been able to partake in the last couple though, because, well, I've been away and I've done lots of driving, and whilst doing that I've hurt my shoulder again, so my hand's not working very well, and I really haven't had the time, or just haven't been inclined that way to have a go at a high score, because my hands hurt enough when I'm trying to get a high score, so I don't want to push it. So I am actually getting a bit of a backlog of I've actually had a lot of stuff arrive over the last week or so. So even though I'm not going to be buying much in the next couple of months, it won't seem like that because of the items that have come in already that I haven't actually had a chance to do a gameplay of. And I don't want to, I don't want to rush it. I always want to make sure that I play every game that I get, and enjoy it before it goes properly into the collection. So the shot's not too bad. Weather's getting better, so hopefully it won't be doing it. And that goes on to my homebrew. I really haven't made much progress this month again. Once again, been too tired of night. Too many things on, just constantly lots of family things, so I haven't made a lot of progress. But I have been working on another project though. I've thought of a new series of videos. And yes, I'll still be continuing my my homebrew updates. I just once again haven't had a chance to go and gather some news together to do one of those, but hopefully planning to do one of those in about a week's time, because there are a few good pieces of homebrew news. But I'm going to start a new series called So you want to write a homebrew game. This sparked by, I think it was Dave Webster. He wanted to know more about the tools that I use for my own homebrew development, and I thought, well, I might as well, I've just got this concept in mind of taking, audience through the steps to create your own homebrew game. So I've thought of a simple game that we're going to put together, where it will demonstrate certain mechanics without things getting too complicated. I'm going to do it on the MSX and a version for the Coleco as well, because they are an easy system to put something together. And then we'll see how the series go, and then I may actually then rewind and jump back in the series and do it on other platforms, because I myself wouldn't mind learning how to put together a simple game on both the Atari 8-bits and the Commodore 64. So it will be an interesting exercise to see how I go. But before I air the first episode of that, I'm actually going to put together enough material to do about 3 episodes, so that way I can release it on a regular basis and it's not so much of a strain or pressure. And plus there's a little bit of thing I've got to go in and write some code, which I find fun anyway. Sometimes I like writing code rather than playing games some of the time. But yeah, I have been a bit busy at work. But we've got a lot of the work projects, bubbling along now, and some of the peak is about to pass, and it gets into the quieter period where they go into a change freeze. So it may allow me to not get so tired during the day that I'm not going to do work at night. Well, hopefully I haven't rambled on too long here, and you've enjoyed this video. I look forward. There'll be lots of new videos from me over the next few weeks, and I hope everybody else had a good month. So thank you to all my subscribers. Every new subscriber is always welcome. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.